Hello, welcome to Mimi's podcast where we uncover the truth and the happenings in our society. Today with me, I have youths, people with concern, people that are leaders tomorrow that are here to share their opinions and make awareness about the happenings in our country. By my left, I have,
Mildred Stephanus. I'm a student.
and by my right,
Miracle Samuel, a student and a chef.
okay, today we're going to be talking about corruption as a culture in Nigeria. And I will be taking your opinion on this, Miss Mildred and Miss Idara. Miss Idara, I would be starting with you. Why do you think we are accepting corruption as a culture in Nigeria today?
Okay, thank you very much. I think it's corruption has been a thing in Nigeria from probably I'd say before we even got independence, because checking back at history, we've read how a lot of our people sold us in slavery, and then it has become a very big problem in Nigeria because as a country that is underdeveloped, everybody is seeking to their interest. So corruption is no longer a thing that people see as something they do wrong. Rather, it is something that they think that should be done because it's the right thing to do. It has become like eating. Yes, it's become like eating, having rights, having swallow, because they know that when I get into it or when I get to a certain position, I have to do these certain things for myself and my family, and then they just forget about other people,
Okay.
and then that's it.
Miss Mildred, do you have something to add up to what she has said?
Yes, I have, and thank you. Corruption is a big problem in this country because corruption has always been there. Like the government can change it. Citizens are complaining about corruption. So it has been there for long. And it's a big problem, is an issue in the country.
Okay, okay. Miss Idara, do you think we have a way to do away with corruption in this country? Why can't we do away with it?
I think we cannot erase corruption totally, but we can do something about it. Other countries that are well developed, or people who have high sorry HDIs in their country, they have fought corruption to a point. Look at Japan today. In their culture, honesty is a thing.
Yes.
Like, you need to be honest. And I remember when they elected their first female prime minister. She spoke about countries that she would want to be getting involved with. And then Nigeria was not even there. And even if Nigeria will be there, we cannot be trusted because we know, or they know, that corruption is top tier. And we show it wherever we go. And I don't know, we can do away with it, but because we are so myopic as a people, we think that we have to steal, we have to rob, we have to do these things for us, we have to do certain bad things in order for us to progress. That is the way we think as Nigerians. Even if you go on X today, you will notice that even the youth who are complaining of their governors or their presidents are like them. So even
They're just,
if,
like,
yes,
waiting for an opportunity
to be there,
Yes.
and they think that without siphoning funds you cannot make it. You cannot just have something. You need to steal. It's something we can do away with, but it's mindset at the end of the day.
It's sad. Would you want to add something? Oh,
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, like we know, corruption is about using power for personal benefits. Let me break it down. For an instance, the government give a storehouse key to a man to share food for the citizens, and the man used the food at night. He opened the storehouse and packed the food and keep it in his house,
Well,
which the food is meant for the citizens.
okay.
So that is corruption.
Yeah.
And it starts from all these small
Small things.
from the citizens to the governors.
To
of
the governors,
countries. We are all
exactly.
corrupt.
So this corruption we're talking about, how do you think it affects our relationship even outside Nigerians? Because outside Nigeria, sorry, because Nigerians outside the country always, when you go on X, when you go on social other social media platforms, you see how blacks, especially Nigerians, complain of how they are being treated either at the airports where they are doing their clearance to
Yes.
travel, or in the country they are being treated differently, not because of anything, but because they are blacks from Nigeria. So would you say this corruption, it's part of the reason why they are being treated like that, or there is more to this? Can you?
Well, there are other things that, aside racism, there are other things that affects us as Nigerians in other parts of the world.
Okay.
Corruption is also a problem because if you notice, if you talk to few people from the West, they will tell you Nigerians are scammers.
True.
Nigerians are scammers. Nigerians are scammers. That has been the rhetoric, and then not as if all Nigerians are scammers, but majority of people they meet online are always wanting to siphon or wanting to steal. So when they go out, you would notice that in Japan they don't even marry. They are purists. They don't marry other people. They don't marry other races. They want to keep, because they know that they have a certain culture and they don't want to mix it up with other things. So Nigerians always get this backlash because of corruption, because they know how our leaders are. Look at the way our politicians are acting. You find out that something will be going on in the country, but one of the politicians is somewhere doing some sort of celebration, and then you notice that other presidents of other countries are commenting that, oh, let our politicians come back home, something is happening. So it affects us, our relationships with other countries. The only place where Nigerians are being put on the chart is when it comes to resources. That is where you hear us. But any other thing, we are nowhere to be found.
So there is a lack of trust. Other countries don't trust us because they feel we have this corruption. We have corrupt minds. We always want to extort from people and other things. Madam Mildred, do you have something you want to?
Yes, I do. Let me add from the little she has said. Other countries cannot trust us. Okay, when it comes to loan, giving out loan to help other countries, let me see. They can't help Nigerian because they know we are corrupt. That's how they have paint us.
Our government have been getting loans.
We've been collecting a lot of loans and we can't even account for it.
We just can't account for it. But they do give us because they know we are definitely going to. It's like an investment. So definitely they are going to get it back.
But before we pay, it takes time.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Exactly. And I think they see online, or they see what we do.
The news is everywhere.
Remember the time that our president collected money for Hajj, collected how many billion naira, and it was a loan. Later there was money that was collected to renew or change the national anthem, and it doesn't make sense. Other countries are watching. That's the funny part, and it puts us in a very, very
tight situation.
Very tight situation. In rank, we are tagged the 32nd most corrupt country in the world.
Yeah, which is very bad.
Yeah, it's very terrible. Okay, thank you very much for being here with me today on this channel. Thank you for always coming here. Thank you for always listening to us. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you for your contribution. I am sure this little awareness about corruption has opened your minds and your eyes to see other things that are happening in this country. Bro, it is not funny. Nigeria is getting it back to back on corruption. Please, you out there, make sure you're making a change, make sure you are making a difference, and make sure you're building trust between you and just that neighbor at in your area, so that we can change and start the change somewhere. Thank you very much. I'm your host, Emmanuel Jemima Zichat. God bless you.